MiniWarGaming's Beat Map Batrep!
Welcome back to Beat Map Batrep. We've got Chaos Space Marines versus Necrons entering Necrons Turn 4. And at this point, I'm going after his Demon Prince. I killed the Trigon doing this with Mind Shackle Scarabs, so I think, hey, I can take on a Demon Prince. Maybe shoot it down a little bit. The Ghost Ark moves over, tries to stand its base. The other Immortals move up to try to engage some other juicy targets. And the Necrons here move up, and so they can get nice rapid fire range against those Plague Marines. And then the Immortals load up into the Ghost Ark, because they can. So only firing with the Staff of Light, because it's the only assault weapon in the group, so that I can still go in there. I actually managed to inflict a wound that he does not save. Firing at the Obliterators, get good solid hits, but fail to really wound him very much. So he only gets 3 wounds. He does fail 1 though, so that's nice that he managed to do that for me. Then the Ghost Ark opens up on the Rhino in rapid fire range. I actually do get 1 glancing hit, but he does manage to get his cover save. Other side of the Ghost Ark fires at the Terminator, hits only once, and fails to wound, unfortunately. And then the Occupants are opening fire on the Plague Marines, first with the Tremor Staff, which does get a direct hit, and we manage only 1 wound, or actually no wounds, and so nothing happens there. And then with the rapid firing, I roll really poorly, but he does manage to fail a save and the Feel No Pain. I don't think he's made 1 Feel... Oh, he has made at least 1 Feel No Pain so far, but it really hasn't worked out much for him otherwise. And rapid firing from the Warriors and the Staff of Light. The Staff of Light is the red one, which completely misses. Only managed to inflict a couple wounds. He does fail a save and makes us Feel No Pain. So just as I say that, he does make it. Then charge in, hoping the Mind Shackle Scarabs will do their job. We'll soon find out. So first off, does he fail his leadership? He does. So he hits himself twice, because D3, and he wounds himself twice. He gets an invulnerable save, and he makes 1 of them. So he loses 1 wound, he's down to 2. So no matter what happens, I'm going to win this combat. I get a lot of hits and fail to wound him at all. So he loses combat by 1, and he makes his armor save, so he's fine. And then the demons get to attack. This time they're no longer at the lower initiative, and he really whiffs his roll, and he only manages to kill 1 warrior. I hit him back, and I managed 2 wounds on him, and he actually fails both of those saves. The Obliterators, however, get their hits in, only manage 1 hit and kill another. So that's tie combat. So those warriors are actually holding up for a couple rounds. None of them do, or 1 of them comes back. Sorry, none of them come back because the Lord is dead. Entering turn 4 of Chaos Space Marines, moves his Terminator even further back. He runs at the same time because he really wants to deny that kill point because he's so far behind right now. I think he's only winning 10-3 or something like that. And then everybody else starts to advance. The Rhino gets in a position to be able to fire as well. And the Plague Marines actually move back so that they don't accidentally get hit by plasma shots. And the Obliterators move up all slow and purposeful like. And getting ready to go over there as well. The other Rhino moves over. And these Plague Marines say, hey, you guys can take care of the Warriors. We're just going to go on over to that fight over there. So open fire with the pistols, with the Melta pistols, or the Plasma pistols and regular pistols, and actually manages 1 wound. I fail that cover save. And then opening fire from the weapons on the Rhino. Actually manages another wound, and I make that cover save. So only mild wounds there. He tries to repair the immobilized, does not manage to do so. And then fires and takes out 3 of the Immortals. So that's some major losses right there. The Plague Marines then open fire on the remainder and manage a lot of hits and only a few wounds. And so I lose another one. Those are cover saves that I was taking there. That's why 3 was a fail. So, and the other one was an AP2 or something like that. So either way, he inflicted 2 wounds there. However, he did it. And then he kills the Overlord, unfortunately. And then continuing to fire. Gets to re-roll that because it's twin-linked. And manages another couple wounds, and he kills off the rest of it. Now we have the house rule that ever living meant you could always come back, but we kind of restructured it. I looked at it closer, and I said only if you're an independent character does ever living mean you always come back. Otherwise, your squad needs to still be alive. And you can argue that all you want, and we need an FAQ to really clear that up. So we're just going to keep it at that for now. So the Cryptek will not be able to come back, and this is the roll for the Overlord, who fails anyways. So he's not coming back. And then the Plague Marines decide, hey, maybe we will help out against these warriors, and they charge in. Mind Shackle Scarabs, they hit, and so the guy hits his own squad twice and manages to inflict no wounds. And then the rest of the guys attack, and they completely whiff their roll, so that was nice. The warriors hit back, they actually get a few hits, and only manage 1 wound. He fails to save it, and he makes us feel no pain, so it was very boring. And then you got a Power Fist guy in there who hits all 3 times, and then takes down 3 warriors. So just like that, I lose combat by 3. It was really going for me at first, but then I just whiffed all my rolls. Do I run? I do not. Do I come back? Yes, 2 out of 3 of them actually come back. So as you can see, warriors or Necrons are just proven to be resilient. Even if they can't hit hard or take hits very well, they are resilient. He does not fail his Mind Shackle Scarabs with the Demon Prince, so he does manage to kill 2 warriors, but still, he's kind of neutered not being able to have attacked and not really getting to choose everything. I hit him back, and he actually, I only inflict 3 wounds, but he fails 2 of the saves and dies. Neither of my guys do come back, but it does leave my guys out in the open vulnerable, so we'll see what happens next. And then in this close combat, one of the warriors goes down. The Plague Marines are then hitting the warriors as well, and they manage to inflict, looks like 2 wounds there, and I fail both of those saves, so only have 2 warriors left at this point. So they do get to attack before the Obliterators, and they attack and they hit once and they wound once, and he does fail that, so 1 more demon goes down, but then the Obliterators of course get their 4 attacks against them, plus the other Power Fist, and that finishes off the last 2 warriors. So those warriors, as resilient as they tried to be, just could not last long enough. That's end of round 4. Warriors and Ghost Arcs cleared out on the one side. On the other side, a group of Immortals is dead. The Overlord is dead. We still have a group of Immortals inside the Ghost Arc, and we have 2 groups of Warriors still fighting as much as they can, and a Chaos Terminator hiding in the back like a little sissy. But what are you going to do? So you can see the Chaos are starting to march across, taking losses. The Necrons are making them pay for every step that they take, but not enough that there's enough of me left to take them on. But we're still going to try. And so the Ghost Arc moves up and repairs the 1 warrior that was down and does not roll a 1. Going up against these Obliterators, going to try to Mind Shackle Scarab them and see what I can do. And a rapid firing from the Ghost Arc manages 5 glancing hits, but 3, 3, 2, 2, 1 is not enough to do anything. So that's all 1s when they're glancing. So I should have been able to at least destroy it, or at least take off all its weapons and immobilize it, but I rolled really crappy. Got like 2 or 3 glancing hits on that one, did the same thing, rolled really bad. The occupants inside are firing at the Plague Marines, and actually managed to wound twice. He fails 1 wound, but he does make the feel no pain. Then rapid firing from the rest of the Immortals at strength 5 actually only manages 3 wounds. Fails 1 of the saves and the feel no pain. So once again, only 1 Plague Marine goes down. So if Necrons are resilient, Plague Marines are even more resilient. Firing at the Staff of Light does manage to wound, but does not fail his armor save against that. So running the close combat, he fails the Mind Shackle Scarabs test, the leadership test. So I get to hit him first anyway, see what kind of damage I can do. And I don't manage to do any damage. But he gets to hit himself with the Power Fist 3 times. And does 2 wounds. He gets his invulnerable save, makes one of them, it fails the other. That insta-kills, and he has to take off the model with the most wounds. But he still gets to hit back, because it's all at the same initiative. So he does manage to kill 1 warrior. But he loses combat by 1, has to make a 2+ save, and fails that. So the other Obliterator goes down. But that leaves my guys completely exposed. So I'd actually have almost rather he have made that save, and then I just beat him in the next round. He makes the Mind Shackle Scarabs roll there. So overall, Mind Shackle Scarabs are doing very well, I'm finding. They're quite dependable, and for 15 points apiece, you just have to take them. So don't care what anybody says. If anybody says they're overpowered or cheesy, it's just to make up for the fact that the Necrons have a lot of other weaknesses, whereas most other armies are kind of all around very good. For the most part. There are obviously some armies that are an exception to that rule, which I'm sure you can comment on below. So this fight continues here. Just not much happening. This resilient on both sides. Plague Marines don't like to die, and neither do Necrons. And so they're just kind of, it's a war of a slow attrition between these 2 armies. And then going into Chaos Turn 5, the Noise Marines are finally able to come up into fighting after taking forever to kill those death marks. And then we've got this large group of warriors in the middle. You can see everybody's kind of backing up and surrounding them, getting ready just to pulverize them with shooting. All these guys on this side really don't have any targets to go for, so they're just going to run as far as they can. And they actually manage to roll really high for their difficult terrain, and they're running, so they get to move pretty far. Still fails to repair that 1 vehicle. Opening up with the multi-Meltas here, and he fails with both of them. Firing with Plasma. Neither of them heats up. Gets a direct hit with the 1, and a direct hit with the 2nd. So this many hits, and there goes that full squad. No coming back for them. Firing at the Ghost Arc. Manages to hit pretty well, but doesn't manage to do any damage to it. So that Ghost Arc is still alive and still fine. Noise Marines then charge in to the Marines, or to the Necrons. Mind Shackle Scarabs fails to do anything, and at this point you can start to see that it's going even further downhill for the Necrons. Only manages to kill 3, and after that you can see another one goes down. So only 4 dead so far, and I get to hit back, and I go after the Noise Marines because they're slightly easier to kill, but I don't manage to do any wounds against them. And then with the Power Fist, he manages to kill the other warrior as well. The other ones manage to stay put, they don't run, And for the reanimation, 2 of the warriors do come back. But at this point, I realize there's no way I'm going to win. So it is a chaos victory. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this battle report. Obviously, the Necrons weren't quite enough to take on the Chaos Space Marines. We're going to talk about tactics that we've learned in the post-game show in the MiniWarGaming Vault. But overall, if you're a Chaos Space Marine player or a Necron player, hopefully you did pick up some ideas from this. Anyways, hope that you enjoy this. We're going to definitely do more Necron battle reports. Probably an apocalypse game between the Chaos and Necrons, because I do have my 4,000 points just about done. And that'll be a lot of fun.
It will.
So, Apocalypse kind of throws all the rules out, and balance is gone, and it's just a lot of fun. But no disruptor beacons.
Okay. I promise. I promise.
Anyway, this is Matthew from MiniWarGaming. Happy wargaming.